Hi, I'm Jim W6LG, your ham radio Elmer here in Rockland, California. Welcome to my radio room. Should you buy one of these? It's in the latest Ghostbusters movie. Is that good enough? For some, it will be. Um, I don't know the answer to that. Yes, I bought it. It arrived a couple of days ago. I bought it from Amazon, and what I'm going to do is a series of tests and then a little investigation into its specifications and FCC ID. Getting back to the test, I'm going to use one of my trusty Bird watt meters. If you're not familiar with this particular device, it's a highly accurate, kind of expensive watt meter. It has slugs. The slugs cover different frequency ranges. I've got one that'll do, this one's 200 to 500. This one's 100 to 250. So I can use these slugs. They're 50 watts. The transceiver doesn't put out that much power, but I do want to be in somewhere in this range. If the transceiver was 50 watts, I'd want to go to a bigger slug so I'd have a better chance at figuring out what the wattage is on the scale. So you'll be seeing some of this if I get it hooked up right. Also, I'm going to use a tiny SA with my little box to sample RF. I'll be transmitting into a Bird dummy load. So the Bird dummy load is good to 2 or 3 gigahertz and 500 watts continuous. That's like 30 minutes on, 30 minutes off. So it presents a good load for the handheld to transmit into. If there were some SWR issues that might fold back power, I don't want it to. I want it to give me the full output that it can deliver. So here we go. Let's take a look at this 5RM. It is the 5RM, and we're going to put it through its paces and see what turns up. If it doesn't pass, it goes back in the box and back to Amazon. Okay, here we go. Here goes a test of the 5RM. So let's see what kind of output we get with this. I'm going to test it first on 2 meters and then 70 centimeters. And again, this is the 5RM. Okay, that's 136 megahertz. 140. Okay, a little over 8 watts. 139. About 8.5 watts. Okay, let's try one. 150. Okay, about 6.5 watts on 150 megahertz into a dummy load. Okay, I'm switching slugs. Going to go to a 200 to 500 megahertz. And at 440, it's about 7.5 watts. Yeah, about 7.5 watts, which is plenty good enough. All right, let's look at how clean the transmitter is. Does it produce a lot of harmonics? And to do that, I'm going to have to look at VHF only. All right, here we go. 136 megahertz, about 46 dB down, just in round numbers. So way more than the required 43 dB. And let's do one more test higher up in the band. So I'm going to key the thing. At 156 megahertz, I'm getting about 50 dB down on the second harmonic. Each of the tests I performed on transmit was more than 43 dB down, no matter where on VHF I made the test. So now let's look at the FCC approval and make sure that that's legit. Many times it's not. Well, there it is. A series of tests done by a company in the Bay Area. It passed all the tests. It says frequency range 136 to 174 approved. I'm guessing that's receive. And I'll dig into this some more, but as near as there's pages and pages of PDF files that I need to read. In any case, it apparently is okay to use. It has about 8 watts output. Second harmonic is down, in my measurement, more than 43 dB. In their measurement, about the same. So my meager, simple test, they've got all the best equipment in the world, and they came up with about the same numbers in terms of harmonic radiation. So should you buy one? And my answer is, yeah. It's for where I put it, for $30. It's a bargain. I don't care about the heft of it or the shininess of the knobs or any of that stuff. It just works like a transceiver as you would want it to work. And for $30, I paid $29 and change, free shipping and same-day delivery. So I'm going to call it the Ghostbusters radio. This one's not busted. It seems to work as advertised. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I did get from VE6 Sierra Foxtrot X-ray Ben, and he did send one of his antennas to me, which was very kind. I'm going to try this thing out. That's one of the reasons for getting the handheld, was to see if this thing actually worked. I know it does. So I've got some places to hang it, like a patio cover. I don't know if I can find a tree or not. Hey, put my call sign on it. And the feed point is, I don't know if I can get this to focus or not, but it is a BNC connector. There we go. A BNC connector and a special fitting with a couple of screws to make contact with the conductive tape. So I'm going to hang this thing. I've got in one of the rooms, there's an exterior door, and it is a tall door. I think it's a 9-foot door, and it's glass in the middle with metal around the perimeter. I'm going to hang it in there. I've got a place I can hook this on and see what happens. I know there's some repeaters around Sacramento. I don't even know where they are, to be honest, or what frequencies they're on. There's still the one in Grass Valley. I think I can give that a shot from here. That would be quite a haul. That's maybe, well, driving is about 60 miles, but airline, I don't know how far it is. I'd have to plot it. So anyway, I'm going to test out the antenna from VE6 Sierra Foxtrot X-ray SFX, Special Effects, and see what happens. And I'll be using the Baofeng, which I didn't know how to pronounce the name, so that was the reason for me sticking in somebody saying it correctly. 73 from Rockland, California. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe. And if you want to join the Patreon thing, that would be very nice too, because there's some more stuff like this that I'd like to, inexpensive things that I'd like to buy and see how they work. Also, I'm going to be doing a video coming up on these guys and see what happens. And in fact, they're often called rubber duckies, but they're really this. So I'm going to be doing some tests and see what the return loss is, what the SWR is. Are they really resonant where they claim to be resonant? Anyway, we'll find out. 73. See you later, W6LG.